In today's video, I'm going to show you how to suppress holes that are outside a specific circular profile. So have you ever had a, sort of be in a situation where we've got this plate, we want to do a rectangular pattern, but then you have to go and, within a certain radius from the center, or you have to go and suppress all the holes that are either totally outside that radius or partially on that radius as well. So first things first, I've just created this little plate and I'm going to go and create a rectangular pattern of this hole. And my direction one, if you didn't know, you can now have access directly to the X, Y, and Z origin axis that exists in the model. So you don't have to go open up your origin folder anymore and then go and find the axis that you want. You've got it directly within this drop-down arrow over here. Okay, once that's done, I'm going to say this is a 20. And this is going to be 25. No, let's make it a bit bigger. Let's make it 30. Okay, and both ways. The same thing for the other directions. So second direction will be my z-axis. Both ways. Let's make it 20 and 30 millimeters in between each one. Okay. So I create that, and you'll see that it creates all my hole patterns. Now, what I ultimately want to do over here is I want to be able to only keep all the holes for anything that's inside a circle that's a offset by 25 from the outside. Okay, so let's just go back to my sketch 6 over here. I'm just going to draw up a circle over here, and we're going to just so that we can see exactly what's going on, and if we actually have got everything within that radius 25 or that offset of 25. So I go through to my tools and the hole trimmer. Offset is 25, that value there, and then trim holes. First thing we need to do is select the circular pattern or the circular reference from the outside of the plate, and then select the rectangular pattern over there. Let that run for a bit, and there we go. So you'll see there that we have everything inside that circle over there. Okay. If you want to redo it, you need to go back to the hole trimmer. So say, for instance, it needs to become 35. Untrim holes. And then we'll go back to the hole trim after that's done. And then retrim the holes back and say now it has to be 35. So we're going to change that to 35. Trim holes. Select the edge. Select the pattern, and it will then go put it in for 35 over there. If I take a look at my rectangular pattern over here, you'll see there all the holes that it has suppressed. Okay. Now you might ask, so what happens if I've got a square plate with this and I want to create the holes in that? So let's take a look at that. So I'm just going to go off and create a new part here. I'm going to go create a square plate. Just going to make this 1000 by 1000. Okay. And I'm going to just start once again, a hole in the center, and then just not that one. New sketch, and let's go and just create the hole in the center. Pass it through, and let's do our rectangular pattern. So same as with the plate, direction 1, both ways, 25, so this is 30, let's make this 50, and then direction 2, be the z-axis, 50, both ways, and 30. Okay, so a little bit too much, but it's fine. Okay, so there we've got that over there. Now, the problem over here now is that there's no circular reference for me to select to say offset, by a certain amount for this. So what I can do over here is I can just cheat a little bit. So I'm going to go and bring my, move my end of part just one up. And I'm going to create a circle. And we can do it 1,000, or we can say it's, maybe it's 900. Okay. And what I'll do now is I'll create a surface. So under my surface, I'll create a boundary patch. And okay, so now you'll see there I've got one surface body and I've got one solid body. Let's go take this back down to my rectangular pattern. And what I'm going to do now is go to my hole trimmer. Let's make the offset 25 and trim holes. So the first thing I need to do is select the circular edge of disk. So it'll be that over there. Then I select my rectangular pattern. Select my rectangular pattern. I think I missed it out. So trim holes over there, and then select my rectangular pattern. Okay. And there you'll see it will go and trim all the holes. I should have probably, brought it a bit down from 50 and 50, because the more holes it has to suppress, the longer it will take to perform the command. But there we go. So we've got now our hole pattern inside of there, even though it was on a square plate. So I've just sort of tricked it into thinking that it is circular by putting that circular surface over there. And that is a tool that Micrographics has just developed. So if you are interested in it, please, you can go to info@mgfx.co.za or ivtools@mgfx.co.za. Thank you very much for watching.